Good evening, Chris Bombolas for Nine's Wide World of Sport. Welcome to our replay of the Brisbane Winfield Cup, major semi-final between Valleys and Redcliffe. Now, these two teams finished 1 and 2 on the Winfield Cup, respectively, and they've had a couple of great encounters in 1990. Let's have a look at the head-to-head, and the diehards won the first encounter 45-24, fairly convincing winners, and then Redcliffe came back late in the season to down Valleys 24-22 in a crackerjack match. Well, Valleys make their way out onto Lang Park. They're determined to prove that they were worthy minor premiers in 1990. Here's how they lined up for the encounter. And the backs, Burke, O'Neill, Gregg, Buckley, Shields, Coyne and Gray. The forwards, Rubisame, Holmes, Rolls, Strasser, Tweedy and Catton. And for the diehards, their key playmaker is Peter Coyne, 25 years of age. He scored 3 tries, 31 goals and a field goal for a total of 75 points of the Winfield Cup competition so far this season. Redcliffe, they make their way out onto Lang Park. Of course, they finished second. Behind the diehards, they want to prove that that win was no fluke at all. Their lineup, Southwood, Madden, Day, Prothero, Cruikshank, Benson and Robinson. The forwards, Anderson, Stanley, Clark, Cherry, Holder and Barwick. And one of the more experienced campaigners in the Dolphins lineup, Trevor Benson, 29 years of age. They're 5'8" and captain. He scored 3 tries, a goal and a field goal for 15 points in the Winfield Cup competition so far this season. We'll be looking for a big game from him this evening. Well, time now to go to highlights of the first half of the semi-final between Redcliffe and Valleys.
David Manson blows time on and we're underway. Southwood traps the ball and runs it 10 out from his own line. In fact, he's got further. He's 5 short of the quarter way on tackle number 1. The first penalty coming about goes to Redcliffe. Let's go to the sideline. Here's Rod Tyler.
OK, thank you, Alan. Well, as far as the coaches are concerned, neither one of them giving a heck of a lot away in the dressing room. And Ross Henrik, though, is talking about the need to play confidence football and field position. And these diehards have really gone out fired up today. Mark Murray, the Redcliffe coach, was talking about the need to weather the early storm. He feels the famous diehard spirit is really going to be there, especially in the first 20 minutes. Remember the Woolies final? Redcliffe beat them around the marker. I think we'll see a refinement on that style from the Dolphins today.
Not too many gaps opening up on either side. Coyne. Well, I'm not real wrapped in this way. Southwood's trying to trap balls with his feet. And he went into touch. Well, what do you think, Bruce? I mean, surely he could have picked that up with his hands instead of mucking about with it.
Well, on that occasion, it was rolling in all directions, but he's obviously not showing a lot of confidence. He got a very heavy knock when he came off a Trevor Benson pass before, so maybe he's still just trying to feel himself, because he ran into touch straight from that kick too, which wasn't something that Mark Murray would have wanted.
Peter Shields coming in from the blind side wing. Burke takes it to the centre of the ground. You could hear the call from the Valleys team. Take it up the middle. Here's Tweedy, just outside the quarter. Now with Holmes to Gray, Coyne, back to Gray, trying to pick up Burke. Mark Murray's worked a lot on the Redcliffe pattern of defence. Catton, where's the support? It's Gray, here's trouble. Holmes for the line. They won't stop him. Billy Holmes, the captain, in beside the post. Redcliffe opened him up the middle. The support play was there from Valleys, and they lead 4 points to 0.
Well, the one thing you mentioned, the defensive pattern of Redcliffe, Mark Murray has worked hard on it all.
Lot of nous on a football field as Coyne converts the try and Valleys lead Redcliffe by 6 points to 0. Gray and Coyne Catton running on the O'Neill. It was Catton. It was right the first time running on the angle, but the ball went to Cameron Gregg and it's gone loose and Redcliffe have it. And Canning's lost it on the first tackle. Now it's back with Coyne. And numbers could be vital. Billy Holmes has floated one over the top. Nice tackle on Catton. Coming about from Steve Madden. Redcliffe have to value the football if they want to walk straight into the grand final in 2 weeks' time. Gray rolls. Oh, the big fellow's through. Peter Robinson tries to stop him. Valley's only a half a metre out. Gray from dummy half. Long pass over the top to Buckley. Back to David Burke. He juggles it, holds it, gets it down. Try number 2 and Redcliffe are in big bother.
Great work from the centre there in Buckley.
Valley's lead 10 points to 0.
Dummy half, and with the long pass, it's resulted in a try to Burke. But by gee, they are hot.
Well, we're only just saying earlier, there's one thing you can't let Valleys do, steamroll. They've scored 2 tries in 4 minutes.
Missed.
That's no goal. The Valleys lead Redcliffe 10-0.
As the crisis in the Persian Gulf deepens and our naval force becomes directly involved, Peter Harvey will be there with nightly reports. National 9 News, nightly at 6.
Are you hungry? Oh, I could eat a horse.
When you've worked up an appetite, unpack a new Cadbury Picnic. Now with a great new combination of caramel, wafer, Rice Crisps, roasted peanuts, and Cadbury milk chocolate.
Hey, this is new. It's great. Cut! What do you think this is? Picnic?
When you've worked up an appetite, unpack a new Cadbury Picnic.
Hi, what'll it be? You know, I wish I had a dime for every time I've asked that question. I've been a cocktail bartender here at the San Francisco Fairmont for 7 years. I can make hundreds of cocktails and fancy drinks. But you know what drink they ask for most? Johnny Walker on the rocks. And me, a cocktail bartender. Straight Johnny Walker and ice. It's a good thing nobody adds ice like I can.
Johnny Walker, the world's first choice in Scotch whiskey, the Scotch behind the man behind the bar.
Every night we stack the shelves.
You know, home brand is a good brand.
Really?
Yes.
Our range is great.
This is really cheap.
Keep your need home delivery. And we've got lots of lower prices for you.
It's on special. Many ways to say.
We're the Woolworths fresh food people.
For fresh food people, we know a lot about groceries.
We're the Woolworths fresh food people. With so much more for you.
There is much more for everybody.
If you're going overseas, the ideal travel camera is the Pentax Zoom 70X Date. Motor drive, zoom and flash, plus a date stamp. Forget Hong Kong, forget Singapore. Buy now before you leave at the unbelievable world competitive price of $299 duty-free. And it has a full Pentax International warranty. Available at City International Duty Free, 86 Queen Street Mall opposite Myer, and City International Duty Free, Brisbane Club Building, 241 Adelaide Street.
They're going mad with money on Sailor of the Century.
When this happened before, he's done it again.
And the excitement continues Monday when a brand new champ begins her quest for that world record jackpot.
It's exciting to play for, isn't it, Fran?
Absolutely, Tony.
Sailor of the Century, Monday's best 7 o'clock fun on 9.
Holmes, he'll just run it. He gives Shields a bit of room. Canning's got him lined up. He's got there too late. Now he comes at Southwood. He's going to try and beat him on the outside, and he's done him like a dinner. No, he just hangs on.
Good defence, Anthony Southwood.
Quick play the ball. Over it goes to Coyne. Here comes Rubinstein. Great stuff. Ziggy Strasser over the try line for try number 3. And this are we looking at 3 consecutive premierships coming up for Valleys. Shields did great work, and then Catton a beautiful ball for Ziggy Strasser, and Valleys lead 14 points to 0.
You're right, Tony Catton, the pass he made in
down, and the conversion was successful, and it's 16 points to 0.
If they kick now, they'll catch Madden and Cruikshank well out of position, the wingers for Redcliffe.
Strasser runs it at the quarter. Now Madden and Cruikshank drop back on the final tackle. Coyne straight down the middle of the ground.
See how much time he had. He actually had a chance to change his mind and pick the option to go the other way. That's not good enough defence from Redcliffe. They've got to put him under pressure.
Well, how tentative was that from Southwood?
Good chase, Valley. 7 of them up there.
He got the ball and absolutely jogged, and here's a try. Well, poor old Redcliffe. Peter Shields is in. Redcliffe would wish that this day did not eventuate. They wanted to go back and start again, but you can't. And the best they can hope for is to get over North next week, because they are shot. When things go for you, they go. Here's Coyne. No goal. It's away. Valleys lead Redcliffe 20 to 0. 13 minutes to half-time. Stanley. Waverley Stanley just short of the line.
Had a look both ways. Nobody to give the ball to. Did well.
Robinson.
Interference in the play. The ball from Valleys wasn't picked up.
Benson. The Catney's lost it. Knock on. So Redcliffe with another chance with the loose head and feet from the scrum. 5.5 minutes to half-time.
Red ball. Get the ball. Come on.
Well, somehow it got in the scrum and got out. It's now with Benson, the pass inside to Eddie Southwood. And he's only 5 out from the line. The Dolphins need to score. Now it goes away to Clark. Back to Michael Anderson. He's wrapped up by Bill Holmes on the 10-metre line. Stanley gives it to who?
Not organised enough, Redcliffe. They're in this position and they don't really know what to do about it.
Now through Clark and Robinson to Benson. Holding it up to Cherry. Yes, he's there.
Nice pass, Benson.
Steve Cherry in to score. And Redcliffe are on the board. Valleys lead 20 points to 4. by Cruikshank.
Coming round, but not enough.
No goal. Valleys lead Redcliffe 20-4, 3 minutes to the break.
The best in entertainment is here on Channel 9. Start your week with the world's funniest man, Bill Cosby.
Up for the major semi-final underway. Redcliffe in big trouble. Valleys leading by 20 points to 4 at half-time. Well, Rod Tylick and Mark Murray saved the game from here.
Well, he certainly tried to in the dressing room. He had a lot of good, encouraging thoughts for all the players individually. What he was saying that they have to do is basically get out for the next 15 minutes and stay in touch and then put the pressure on in the run home. Whether or not they can do it, though, it's a big ask. Valley's coach, Ross Henrik, was talking about the need for pressure as well. One thing he did mention that he wasn't very happy with was the way that Redcliffe was being allowed to run angles at the play the ball. He wants that move stopped.
No changes?
No changes either side.
Okay. So Redcliffe in possession. Southwood. Robinson. Steve Day, one-handed pass back to Cruikshank. Now Robinson, a long one to Benson. Now Barwick's onside, he's the chaser.
That'll just not roll.
Oh, turn it up.
You like the calls again, do you?
2 bob each way. Anyway, right on the 22-metre line, Burke plays it to Peter Shields. In goes Canning and Anderson. Now to Gray to Strasser. Peter Coyne, no chasing from Redcliffe. Now, Southwood or Cruikshank, who's going to pick it up? Southwood eventually. There's a line of 4 blue jerseys and only takes one and the other one over the top to finish him off. Tweedy and Rolls were first there. Good chasing from Frank Rolls, the front rower. Steve Day. Peter Robinson. Well, they're just not going anywhere, are they? Benson, he's on his own. The others are too far back, but Darryl Holder's got the pass to Day. Now Cruikshank's got the ball. Rolls got him home. Yes, I think on a one-on-one situation, Frank Rolls was entitled to go a little bit lower.
The thing that's amazing with me, I know Mark Murray's put a lot of emphasis on Redcliffe to get them ready for today's game, to have variation around the ruck, but yet every time they're in a position to do something, they don't seem to be organised at all. So the players obviously haven't carried out the training instructions.
Redcliffe just outside the 22-metre line. Darryl Holder from dummy half. Slung to the ground by Rubasame. He'll play it to Stanley through Robinson and Benson. Oh, holds it up to Barwick. Almost got under the tackle. He's 12 out from the try line. So Stanley a dummy half to Robinson. Runs across. Changes direction. Robbie Clark under the post. Yes, that's what Redcliffe needed. They did need that. Robbie Clark scores. Valleys lead 20 points to 8 with a simple kick to come. Alive.
They're going to make sure that Valleys don't score the next try.
It's a nice fend of Clark's on Burke, the fullback, too, as he made sort of sure of getting through. And then the very nice fend.
Cruikshank taking his time.
Nailed it.
Valley's 20, Redcliffe 10, 35 minutes to go in the second half.
Monday night, diehards Bruce Willis can't seem to stay out of trouble.
Keep your mouth shut.
Hollywood. It was a time when movies were movies, men were men.
You're all broken up about it.
And the dames
You son of a...
were brave.
How's your nose?
Gangsters were mean. They could pack a mighty punch, and heroes could impress a lady.
Nancy, I'd rather be with you in almost any car I got.
What about your horse?
Diehards Bruce Willis and Sunset for the first time, Monday, 8:30 on 9.
Wrap these and dispatch them for me, will you?
Rap?
Rapping wastes money, rapping wastes time. I got a pulse pack here of every kind. I got envelopes, boxes, bags, and tubes, and to make it real safe, I got bubble wrap too. Yo, when the going gets rough, they're tough enough, and it's plain to see that they look smart, and so do we. Don't rap it, post pack. Yo, don't rap it, post pack.
Introducing Elizabeth Taylor's Passion.
Passion, I see, is catching. I sure hope so.
Elizabeth Taylor's Passion.
The Hong Kong Sevens, rugby at its fastest and flashiest. Join Andrew Slack on the Channel 9 American Express special tour to the 1991 Hong Kong Sevens. 7 fabulous days and 5 exciting nights. Choose your accommodation from a selection of Hong Kong's finest hotels.
Join me in a pre-match celebrity breakfast and we'll discuss the games.
Hong Kong and the 1991 Rugby Sevens with Channel 9 and American Express. Call your nearest American Express travel office or Brisbane 229 2022.
At Air America,
I crash better than anyone I know.
any landing you can walk away from
Why don't you go? No, I don't want to go first.
is a good one. Mel Gibson, Robert Downey Jr., Air America.
One of the best investments I ever made was to buy a home in Sanctuary Cove. And that's not just because it's improved its value. It's the investment in Sanctuary Cove's unique lifestyle that makes just being here really special. Like the marina, the fabulous Hyatt Regency Sanctuary Cove, the sports centre with facilities as good as any in the world, 2 championship golf courses and the Residence Country Club. Although Sanctuary Cove's a great place to visit, it's a better place to live.
With 24-hour security. And now there's a whole new opportunity to do just that with these magnificent, just released 3-bedroom Bay Hill terraces.
Bay Hill Terraces, part of the ultimate lifestyle that is Sanctuary Cove.
Sanctuary Cove, a taste of paradise.
Rolls. Coyne gives it to Buckley. He's pretty quiet today. He's been very well contained in the centre, Shane Buckley. So Coyne again. All the time in the world. And that's not a bad kick. It's dissected everybody. They've let it bounce. There was 4 Redcliffe players. No one wanted to go for it. And look where they find themselves. An absolute mess. Cruikshank plays it to Southwood. He can't stretch out at all, Glenn Cruikshank. He'd be lucky to stay on the field much longer.
Bit of heroics to get the ball from Cruikshank.
Oh, Rubinstein went in on Madden. Robinson. His head's hit the ground.
Rubinstein over the top. No illegality in the tackle, but it's a head onto the ground.
His head thumped the deck pretty heavily. But, oh, that was dreadful for Redcliffe. Coyne, as you see Robinson, you'll see his head bounce off the Lang Park turf, as well as get a little short one. But 4 Redcliffe players, Coyne put it up, and not one of the 4, Bruce, went anywhere near the football.
It was terrible play. They've been very sloppy in that area of receiving the kicks, and that was a classic example where they did allow the ball, and then an injured Cruikshank had to try and mop up close to the line.
So Robinson obviously knows what day it is and where he's at, so he'll play the ball. Canning can't make much ground. Oh, dear oh me. Well, Redcliffe, they're digging holes. They spin it left, the diehards, it'll be all over. It goes that way with Gray. Oh, and Buckley's put it down. And Redcliffe get out of jail, but they've gone to sleep after starting so well in the second half. They've lost the plot at the moment.
Valleys have scored a lot of points on Redcliffe errors.
And they should have scored there, but they mucked it up. This is Simpson. Canning will run from dummy half. Oops, and he's lost it to Billy Holmes.
It's the little blokes doing all the work for Redcliffe and then losing the ball in these strong tackles.
Peter Coyne, 10 out from his own line. The outside back's calling for the ball, and Gray distributes through Coyne. Wraps around O'Neill. Now Gray on the final tackle. Fitzgerald goes to Coyne. The grubber kicks in. Cruikshank made a meal of it. Should be on the field. That's a try. Tony Catton puts it down. Cruikshank never looked like taking the ball. He's a lame duck. And he made an absolute meal of it. And that's 26 points to 10.
Well, Redcliffe found themselves in this position because of the mistakes they were making. The Coyne kick has just come off the shoulder of Cruikshank, and as Alan has called it, he's not fit, and he shouldn't be on the field if he can't play the game properly, because he just put his team there. The kick's gone straight at him, onto his shoulder, into the hands of Catton for the try. Have a look at it again. A nice little grubber kick. Excellent work. Bang, into the shoulder, and back into the hands of the Valley's attack coming onto it. But, gee, they were sloppy for a good 3 or 4 minutes there, probably 2 sets of rucks. They were just so sloppy in everything they were doing. They couldn't get a clearing kick away when it was on the 5th. It never found the mark from dummy half, and they've just kept themselves in this position, and they really are putting themselves in a very deep hole that'll be hard to get out of next week against Norths.
Well, you just can't keep... Oh, Coyne's kicked a shocker. That's 26 to 10. Well, Bruce, you just can't keep making mistakes like that. Quaffing up possession, the Valley's 10 and 12 metres out from your own line on 3 separate occasions.
Well, I'm just surprised that Mark Murray, he's got a couple of players out there that are injured, and the only excuse is that he's got no faith in the reserves that he's got on the bench, because you just cannot afford to carry those players. And I know Southwood's now moved to the wing because he's limping, and Madden's gone back to fullback.
Why wouldn't you have faith in fellas like Knuth and Gadsby? They've done it all through the season for him.
Exactly right, Rod.
They may have lost a bit of form, but gee whiz, they're reliable usually.
Well, I thought Shane Knuth would be one player that might just help Redcliffe's cause, because he's not afraid to get in there and carry the ball up. And whether they put him in the forwards or play him on the wing, they're going to get value out of him.
What a great kick from Coyne. What a great touch finder.
Redcliffe still getting back into position. Valley's attack.
Strasser. They're only 10 out from the quarter now, the diehards. Here comes Rubasane. Underneath for Simpson. Fitzgerald now through Gray. Who's the runner? Well, I didn't want to be him. He didn't want to be the runner either. It was Catton, but he...
So I tell you what, Darryl Gray's had an impressive game this afternoon. He's ran the ball up a lot of times and made good ground, and his selection of the options to which side of the field to take the ball has been excellent.
Change coming up, Rod.
Anthony Southwood replaced. Sean Pringle on in 15.
Gee, they are the walking wounded, the Dolphins, aren't they? Now here's Coyne again. Burke. Inside the quarter. He'll play it to Fitzgerald. It's gone to Catton. He's trying to break the tackles. Support came from Bill Holmes. Coyne from dummy half. Frank Rolls takes it the blind side. Oh, the big fellow's taking a power of stopping today. He's 5 out from the line.
And he's been one of the other great players in this Valley side. Gee, he has ran the ball up hard.
Rubasane back to Gray. Out the back to Coyne. And Strasser and Rubisame and down. Now Fitzgerald. Coyne. Play on.
Robinson read it beautifully.
Someone's been hurt. Now Coyne's down.
Steve Day on the ground injured.
Steve Day and Peter Robertson, the three have all collided.
Number 19, Trevor Shadell comes on for Valleys.
Stacks on the mill.
So Darryl Gray is the man relieved after a great game.
Yeah, top game from Darryl Gray.
Actually, a good move from Hendrick too, because he can see that Redcliffe are tired. They're a little bit shot, and the quicker Shadell around the rucks could create some havoc for Redcliffe. Not that Valleys need it. They lead by 26 points to 10.
Well, what sort of state are they in, Valleys? I mean, they had Brett Daunt, the number one halfback. He gets hurt, so they got Darryl Gray to come up from reserve grade. Well, and when everything happens in, they got Trevor Shadell sitting at number 3.
No.
And all would play first grade at most clubs.
Well, I don't think you'd find a club that wouldn't find a spot for him in the Brisbane competition.
Clark's coughed it up. Got him for being offside.
Yep, Paul Fitzgerald just in front of the man.
Just the way the ball ricocheted.
But I've been very disappointed with Redcliffe's organisation. Now, I don't know whether it was the injury to Benson early in the game that just dropped his concentration off a little bit, but Redcliffe looked to lack leadership around the ruck area.
Simpson gives it to Holder. What can Benson do this time? Oh, he's wrapped up ball and all by Catton and driven back in the tackle. Not going anywhere at the moment. Madden plays it. Clark. Burke might just let that go. No, he won't. He's got someone with him. Pringle, beat him easily, and there's no one home. How's the cover coming now? It gets to him on the halfway, and he spills the football.
The arm went in from David Simpson, just dug it out.
Pringle distributes to Benson. Out wide is Cherry. He's got it back.
That's forward.
And at the moment, they're just pushing the pass.
Evan Canning feeling a back injury after taking Frank Rolls head on about 4 times.
Lucky that's all he's got wrong with him. Because G. Rolls has been impressive today with the way he has carried the ball.
If you're as big as Frank Rolls, you'd love running at blokes like Canning, wouldn't you?
Catton gives it to Shadell. He's wrapped up by Steve Day. 20 minutes gone, second half. Rubisame. Good development, a good prop, this fellow, Bruce.
Yep.
Here's Rolls, wants it again.
This fellow hasn't done much wrong today either. Their front row's very strong. Now Strasser's calling for it on the fly. Gets up a bit slowly. Plays it to Fitzgerald, to Shadell and Coyne. Cameron Gregg. On the final tackle. Coyne, up it'll go. It's gone loose and can't quite get it down, or does he?
Peter Shields held up.
Sean Pringle, the man underneath him.
Yeah, it was good defence from Pringle too, because when the ball went loose there, it looked like Shields was going to score, but then good work from Pringle to get his body under the ball and hold it up.
That being the 6th tackle, David Manson played the changeover, and this is Pringle now. Oops, he's lost it. He's lost it. Here's trouble. Running to the open side. Here's Strasser. Inside to Gregg. And 10 out from the line. Redcliffe are digging another hole. Someone's throwing spades onto the park for them this afternoon. Shadell to Holmes. He has to take the tackle. He didn't have to. He does now, though. Redcliffe defence got up quickly on him. Anderson will be penalised.
I thought Anderson was unlucky there because there was just a bit of arm swinging around in the tackle and the ball's gone loose. I don't think he deliberately pulled it out at all.
No, you're right.
This should be another 2 points, although with Peter Coyne's kicking, he's a little bit erratic.
Another change for Redcliffe. It'll be Tony Gadsby coming on in 17 shortly. He'll replace Robbie Clark.
Well, I think Mark
He won't.
Murray's...
It's David Simpson.
Gee, he had a big stint out there.
He looks injured as he leaves.
I think he's done a wrist.
Well, Mark Murray's got to change his team for next week. Coyne over. Valley's lead by 28 to 10.
7:30 Tuesday night, it begins. The television premiere of 1990.
Welcome to Oz, mate.
Channel 9 is proud to present Dolphin Cove.
I'll meet a new friend.
Meet the Larson family as they find a new home in Australia in a very special place.
What the hell? Mr. Larson? Baron Trent.
But life in a new country has its share of problems.
Well, pizza with the works.
All right. Finally, civilization. What are these? Anchovies?
No, mate. Crocodile, mate.
It was a chance for a young girl to break down the walls of silence.
This is Mrs. Mitchell, going to be your teacher.
Hello, Katie.
She's going to teach you to speak again, honey.
And learn the language of the gentlest creatures on Earth.
Dolphins aren't lesser. They're equals.
Superb family entertainment. Don't miss Dolphin Cove, premiering 7:30 Tuesday on Channel 9.
Hey, you've been to the shirt, shorts and jeans sale.
Hello!
Huge new range of knit shirts from $19.99. Plenty of sports shirts to choose from, $16.99 or 2 for $30.
Ah!
Washed canvas shorts, only $9.99. Stubbies canvas and fashion shorts, $15.99 or 2 for $30.
How much you pay for the jeans, Kevin?
$29.99, Terry.
Normally $49.99.
Save $20.
Where did the Broncos get their shirts, shorts and jeans?
Hello!
Can I have a go, Tim? Well, this is pretty important painting mix. After this, there's the wall, the shed, there's lots of primers and overcoats. Nah, this stuff sticks to anything because it's technologically better. Technological? Go on, give us a go.
The zinc oxide sun protection of Taubman Sunproof also eliminates priming and undercoating on almost anything. Time to paint, time to Taubman's.
Just come my way. You're just lucky it washes out in water.
At Air America. I crash better than anyone I know. Any landing you can walk away from. Why don't you go? No, I don't want to go first. Is a good one. Mel Gibson, Robert Downey Jr., Air America.
Give us life, give us life, give us love, give us taste, Danone.
Danone yogurt. It's the taste of life.
Give us Danone, give us life.
Listen, I was in your room this afternoon.
Yeah?
It was so
Hey, Emma,
nice.
did you win?
Yeah, we did.
Good on you, sis.
Yeah, the other team didn't turn up.
Hey, you guys finish that?
Anyway, I was tidying up.
Thanks, Mum.
And I found something.
In my room?
This?
Oh, Mum.
It's okay. I'm just curious.
Yes, Mum, the shape is more comfortable. No, Mum, you can't have mine.
Libra body form, shaped for comfort.
There was something else I found.
8 metres outside the Redcliffe 22.
Benson hobbling even worse now.
Fitzgerald gives it to Greg.
Comes to the wing.
Fechner to Shadell. Coyne holding it up for Catton on the fly. He's got it back to Coyne, touched by Redcliffe, and this will be now a knock on. And nothing going right for the Dolphins, and a few stats in Mark Murray's book. Have a page full of them.
I think he'd be very worried because he can see the injuries that are there to key players. And we said at the start of the game that the winner of the battle between Benson and Coyne was probably going to decide the outcome of the game. But that hasn't worked out. Valleys have just been superior in every department, not just at 5'8".
And of course, the preliminary final will be played here next Saturday night. And that will be between Redcliffe, unless a miracle happens, and Norths. Here's Coyne again. Nice pass to Greg. He might try on his own. Now he gives it to Beckner. And it's been a real lesson here this afternoon. Valleys lead by 32 points to 10. Mark Murray.
To defend most of the afternoon, and Valleys are just too good with the football for them, and deservedly so, leading by 28 points to 10.
They really can't.
32-10.
Redcliffe can't win without a fit Trevor Benson and Mark Prothero.
Nice kick from Coyne. Valleys 34, Redcliffe 10, 11 minutes remain. Steve Day hoofs it down to Catton, gives it straight to Greg. He's improved a lot in the last 6 months as a footballer, Cameron Greg. I used to think he was very selfish in a lot of his early football, where he'd just try and barge and take them on, but he's certainly being a little bit more creative. And he's certainly drawing the man and setting up his outside support a lot better than what he has, I think, in recent seasons.
Brent Vincent on the sideline for Valleys in jersey number 20. He wants to come on, and they want Rubisame to come off, but Ruby's staying put.
Well, on today's performance, it's hard to see whoever it is that makes it here to Lang Park to play Valleys in the grand final in 2 weeks' time can stop them, but they have been beaten before, and by sides who have been able to bustle them early, and that's the sort of tactics that are going to be needed.
Steve Day. He's only 9 metres out from the line. Holder and Robinson turning it inside to Gadsby. Now Robinson. Cherry. Valley's defence too good. Robinson. Day. Gadsby. On the final tackle. They've had a lot of trouble with their penetration this afternoon, Redcliffe. Madden put it up. This is just hit and miss job.
Yeah, it comes back to their kicking game. I think that they haven't given themselves a chance when they've had the opportunity to kick. Like that one was put far too deep over the line. All they knew that if it was taken on the full, it was going to come back to the 22.
They certainly lose a lot of their sting with Prothero injured. Here's Coyne. Oh, what a beautiful ball to Shadell. It was forward. What an absolute gem. And I wouldn't fancy Madden's chances of getting Shadell one-on-one.
Well, he had to go round the player to get it, so he had to be forward. But you're right, with Shadell with that much open space, I think Madden would have been very pleased to hear the whistle go.
Rubisame is off eventually, Rod.
Yes, Brent Vincent is on in jersey 20.
Had a big game, Rubisame. Now to Cherry. Runs at Coyne. Coyne puts him down. Robinson gives it to Gadsby. Runs into Vincent. Back to Robinson. Canning. Most important thing for Redcliffe is that they must finish strongly to give themselves a bit of confidence for next week.
Stayed in touch.
Benson on the wing, very sore boy at the moment. Nice pass, Robinson to Gadsby. He's got it back to Barwick. He's back to Canning, and Vincent tackles him a metre out of the try line.
Miracle couple of passes in there from Redcliffe. They hung on to him.
Anderson almost dropping it. I don't know whether Shields was onside, and then Shadell's put it down.
He was onside because Anderson had made a meal of being a dummy half. He juggled the ball, turned around. Have a look at it here. He has a bit of a fumble, a look. Plenty of time for the defence to move up. He's made the change without looking and straight into the hands of Shields.
Robinson gives it to Dave. Uh-oh, he only needed someone to be there. Robinson, Pringle, and in. Well, as I said, it's important that they finish strongly to give themselves a bit of impetus for Norths next week. And at least they're doing that. Valleys lead by 34. Only 23 years of age, Sean Pringle. Good hairdresser too. Obviously doesn't go to the same one as Cameron Gregg. He's on screen. Cruikshank adds the extras and Valleys lead by 34 points to 16. So in the final 5 minutes, I think Norths would have to fancy their chances a bit next week after watching this today, Bruce.
Well, as we said, it's going to be all that important on how some of the key players in the Redcliffe side come up. But certainly, Norths have had a week off to get over their very hard game with East. And they would have come up with a lot of confidence from that. I know their style would be suited towards taking on Valleys in the final because they're so physical. And if they can get past Redcliffe, I'd say we'd be in for a great grand final.
Robinson to Gadsby. Captain going a bit high. Robinson again. Inside to Clark. Well read by Vincent and Rolls. Robinson putting the kick into Burke, who's moved a half a centimetre to take it.
That's a terrible kick.
And he's going to try and set up something with Fechner, but he changed and came in field.
Be interesting to see whether Mark Murray gets on the phone to his general manager of next year, Jack Gibson, to see what ideas he can come up with. Look at Shadell.
Good stuff. Well caught from behind. He was almost home for your tea money. But Stevie Madden hadn't given up the ghost. Now Buckley. 5 out from the line. Valley's looking to finish it off here in their tradesman-like style. Cameron Gregg, 3 metres out. Brent Vincent goes to dummy half. Coyne calls for it. Slipped out of his hand. Redcliffe still couldn't capitalise.
Yes, I think that might be Murray's only way out. He might have to get a little bit of help from Jack Gibson and see whether he can pull Redcliffe around in the next 7 days before they're back here, or 6 days, because being a Saturday night game next week, before they're back here against Norths.
This is Cruikshank. Robinson now out wide for Day. Well's picked up by Madden along the ground, and Robinson finally gone loose. So as the clock starts to wind down, with 2 minutes remaining, players get a little bit tired. Mistakes creep into it. Valleys can have a spell next Saturday night. They can walk straight into their third successive grand finals, having won the last two. Now, at this stage, Bruce, it's going to have to take a big effort from Norths or Redcliffe to prevent 3 on the trot.
Yeah, I'd say so. They're going to obviously go in very confident. But the thing is that it all depends on the day and the style that the respective coaches adopt and whether the players can come up with those tactics. Obviously, Redcliffe came to the ground today confident. They thought they had the tactics to stop them, but the players weren't able to do it. But full marks to Ross Hendrick, because he's brought the side right to the point today to make sure that they are in the grand final. And I think it's an excellent job that he's done as coach of this team.
So Robinson gives it to Stephen Day. David Manson, I must make comment of his refereeing over the last couple of weeks, Bruce. It's been outstanding. And he'd be odds-on favourite to do the grand final as Gadsby runs into a hole. The support's from Barwick. And now it's play on as Fitzgerald finds himself with a bit of room. 50 seconds remaining. Can Valleys finish with a try? Brent Vincent. A one-hander back to Coyne. He throws it forward. Redcliffe ball. And just repeating that the preliminary final between Redcliffe and Northern Suburbs will be played here at Lang Park next Saturday night because of the Sydney Rugby League Grand Final on Sunday. So Valleys come up with it in the last 10 seconds. Shadell to Coyne, has a go to field goal, hasn't got the legs. One tackle remaining. And that's it, that's full time, and Valleys defeat Redcliffe 34-16.
Tuesday, 8:30, China Beach.
You think I'm a murderer. I don't judge you.
A most difficult decision for Holly.
You could have been pregnant too.
Nothing to it, you said. Like a tonsillectomy.
Well, I lied. You can't just get rid of it. I can't have this baby.
At 9:30, Matlock loses a case.
Guilty of first-degree murder.
I hate losing. Losing stinks.
I'm too good. Everybody hates me.
But then...
that's it.
The final clue. Matlock following China Beach on 9.
Up, down, turn it around. There is nothing like a Crown.
There are lots of ways to move things, but if you're going to keep up with the times, Crown lift trucks are the solution to your material handling problems. Crown's huge range of lift trucks are environmentally friendly, cheap to run, and built right for the job. Call Crown now on 345-7300 to rent or lease from just $6 a day.
There is nothing like a Crown for picking it up and putting it down.
Give better a whirl. Give better a whirl. It's 100% durum wheat, so it doesn't stick together.
And the textures can't be beat.
Give better a whirl. Ask Maria. There's no finer pasta in the world. Give better a whirl. Give better a whirl.
The Hong Kong Sevens, rugby at its fastest and flashiest. Join Andrew Slack on the Channel 9 American Express special tour to the 1991 Hong Kong Sevens. 7 fabulous days and 5 exciting nights. Choose your accommodation from a selection of Hong Kong's finest hotels.
Join me in a pre-match celebrity breakfast and we'll discuss the games.
Hong Kong and the 1991 Rugby Sevens with Channel 9 and American Express. Call your nearest American Express travel office or Brisbane 229-2022.
It's not easy for a driver to achieve rating 1, but it's easy to lose it. Just one mistake.
Probably past it.
No,
I can't see
There it is.
somewhere.
That one there.
If this happened to you, most car insurance companies would take away your rating 1, increase your premium.
There goes the rating 1.
But not AAMI. Amy protects your rating 1 for just $25 extra on your premium. And even better, if you've been rating 1 for 2 years or more and switched to Amy, you get rating 1 protection at no extra cost. Your rating 1 is valuable. At Amy, we'll protect it. Call us.
Welcome back. Valley's through to the grand final. Let's see how they did it. The full-time statistics and the penalties and the scrums favouring the Redcliffe Dolphins. The tries and the goals, though, in favour of the Diehards, and the scoreline in their favour by 34 points to 16. Well, time now to cross back to Lang Park for our Man of the Match award with Rod Tiley.
The Winfield Man of the Match in the major semi-final today is the big fella Frank Riles from Valleys from Winfield. Frank, congratulations. A great game. Obviously one you enjoyed a lot.
It was good stuff. Pigs, I think we did all the work there. And Ross told us to watch out. They use the same tactics as they did last time, just sort of rolling it quickly. So we worked on our market defence.
Up for a promotional appearance in the Mall today, completely outnumbering the handful of Valleys players. Valleys, shooting for their third straight premiership, have beaten the Devils 2 out of 3 this year. But after the sniping between rival coaches Radonicus and Henrik, both sides realise this will be a war on Sunday.
I just think, it'll be nice and hard football. If they want to put it on, we'll accommodate them.
The Sydney Kings have...
Today's Winfield Cup Grand Final at Lang Park. The countdown began last night with the Rothmans gold medal, won by Redcliffe skipper Trevor Benson.
400 guests packed the Mayfair crest for the medal function. Former Westall boy Paul Vorton was the guest speaker. He came into first grade under captain Norm Carr in 1978 as a goal kicker, a part of Fatty's game that never prospered.
After about 6 games, Norm would come up to me and say, penalty here, Paul. He said, it's a fair way out. It's about 24 metres in front. He said, you'll probably miss it, but can you kick it dead? Oh. Thanks, Norm.
With the frivolity out of the way, Premier Wayne Goss made the official announcement.
Trevor Benson.
Benson played in 15 of the 18 fixtures. He put his form down to the coaching of Mark Muppet Murray, who takes over Eastern Sydney next season.
Well, I've had a few bad years in the last couple of years, and Muppet seemed to put in, not only me, but all the players, a new attitude.
Today